Hi everyone, Lensman Oz here, and this is episode 14 of Material Energy Natural Capital. I'm not sure 100% what I'm going to do with this pack from now on. I actually had recorded an episode as a final, kind of wrapping up, showing everyone's bases, that sort of thing. But I have a couple of things I do want to do. One is play around a little bit more with calculator. You can see I've built a bit of a roof here, and I'll just head upstairs. So I moved the lightning rod thing, whatever it's called again. Hang on, we'll move over here. Conductor mast, and it's generating power at the moment. It's pulling in, I think every 60 seconds or so. Wait time tomorrow. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, it obviously only does it at night, maybe? Yep, anyway. So it's pulling in some power, and I found a couple of these weather stations over at Ollie's base. So I was going to hook this up and connect it up to my system. I found a flux plug, and I want to make a flux point. So flux point is redstone ingot and an ender pearl in a scientific calculator. So let's see if we've got an ender pearl. Hopefully we do. Haven't done too much down here. I've added a well, I made the flawless calculator. I finished making that with the energy diamond or whatever it is that we needed from that unit upstairs. Do we have an ender pearl? No, but I can now make ender pearls. So I need some iron. Let's get a couple of iron, and I need to find out where I've hidden. That's scientific. That's a regular calculator. Might be in my crafting table. Yes, there it is. The flawless calculator. Now this little beauty allows me to take 4 iron, get an ender pearl. Now I need to go to the scientific calculator, and we go redstone ingot, ender pearl, gets us a flux point. So what I plan on doing with this at the moment is I'm going to put it over here on this input. So at the moment I've got a redstone extractor here. We've got that one running. So I don't have heaps of redstone, so I don't want to use this a lot, but it puts out 80 RF a tick, which is quite good to fill up this. Alright, so I'll put this down. Its network is lens. Okay, so I'm not sure whether it's receiving at the moment. I need to do a little bit of working around. So it's a flux point. It should receive any power from upstairs. So let's go and check whether that's, I guess, pulled all the power out of that unit. I think there's on this. Oh, hang on. Let's add the thing here. Okay, so we are now sending 64k RF tick, which is a fair chunk. Buffer's 100. There's one plug connected. So it's seeing that plug that we've just put down, and it's probably drawing all the power out of this unit up here. Maybe 132,000. I don't know, maybe we need to go down and add it. Add it down here. So the other thing I've done between episodes, apart from a little bit of power generation here, is I went around and broke as many quarries as I could find. Might sound a little silly. Alright, so that's saying that we're getting a fair bit of power in. Not sure if this is working. Got the right network. No, I think it's working. Not sure. It'll be interesting to find out. I'll be able to maybe use that, whether I can put an output one on the cell here and connect it up to like the quarry, for example. Where was I going? Okay, so yeah, I went around and broke everyone's. Well, I broke a few quarries. I haven't broken every quarry because I haven't found every quarry yet. I've been using Opus to jump between bases and kind of to get rid of the loaded chunks. I'm doing my best to dump out any of the chunks that are loaded so that I can you know, have a little bit more stability in my world. You can still see there's a little bit of lag when I'm turning around, and that's something I'm working my way through trying to get rid of. Also working my way through trying to get enough money to buy a quarry. I thought I had some more money somewhere else. You can see here this little debug unit I was using to find the robots. I think he's gone missing again actually. I did find him. But he seems to have disappeared again. So I'm getting, I think I needed 5 tin coins. I'm at 3. So I'm working my way through. I don't think there's any more coins in here. Nope. I've got a lot of junk. That is the story of my Minecraft gaming, is I always seem to have a lot of junk. Okay. I wish I could convert this actually. It'd be nice if you could convert it back to coins, but there's like nothing. The only thing you can do with it is turn it into like the next level up, the debit card. I don't think there's any other use for it at the moment, so you can just. I think I've got another one in here somewhere. Card. Oh, I did have one, unless it's not hooked up to the system. I've got a feeling I haven't hooked up everything yet. What I was also planning on doing was I was going to buy the Ender Quarry. And I'm actually going to set it up and I'm going to quarry everyone's base. Sounds a little drastic, but I've made my Ender markers. So I made a QED. QED. Go. There we go. So QED is Ender Infused Obsidian, Diamond Etched Computational Matrix, a couple of Ender Eyes, crafting table. So this burnt quartz, just some quartz burnt, you know, cooked up. And so I made a QED and I made a couple of the Ender things, the little lasery, the flux crystals. And I have got the 3 markers. And my plan for the markers is pretty much, I was going to come up here and probably head out, somewhere like over there. I was going to leave Ollie's base intact for the moment. Probably going to head over towards Mining Mark's base and plonk a 1 koi here. Let's have a look. So my plan was to pretty much, it's pretty terrible, but I'm going to quarry this. Everyone's bases. So we've got Somewhat Infinite's base here. I think this was Samuroi's base, and I think there was a bit of junk. This This was someone's base, but I think that was Chaos's base, and he's since moved. But yeah, I was gonna pretty much, because I'm having trouble finding everything that's lagging, and I didn't want to just like delete a chunk of the world. I would rather quarry it and then take all the resources. Eventually, I'll go up and maybe disable some of the stuff in Infinity Raiders base up here. So Infinity Raiders, one of the mod authors, or the mod author of AgriCraft. So this base up here is pretty awesome. But it's right up on top of a hill. It's like miles up in the air. Can't see it from here. I don't have the view distance, but it's like up here, pretty much. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the last couple of hand-ins I need to do to buy the quarry, because you got the quarry in the marketplace here, and it's 5 tin, 3 copper. So I'm going to do what I can to get up to there. What quests are available in here? Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, obviously these things, I went through and I unlocked the bits that I needed to get to the other marketplace. See, I still have an unlocked industrialization. Because, not that I think it matters that much, because I don't think there's much in it yet. But I've already got all this stuff, and at the moment I'm saving, so I don't really want to waste. Okay, I could probably just hand that in, pick up a rolling machine, and do that one. But yeah, I'll cut here. I'll get the last couple of things I need, and we'll set up a quarry. And then in between episodes, I'll just have to leave it run to see what we can bulldoze. So I'll be back in just a tick. Okay, so I've done a bit of work, mucking around, getting some bits and pieces done. I jumped into creative to place my markers, because quite honestly I didn't want to have to walk that far. And you know, I'm at the point where this pack really is kind of just for fun now. So I'm making a pump upgrade for the quarry. So it's a quarry base, which is burnt quartz surrounded by the ender infused obsidian in the plus symbol, but that's done in the QED. So I've got the pump upgrade. What else am I going to need? I think I need one of these. Not 100% sure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hook the quarry up, and I'm actually going to transport items back here the same way I do from the other quarry, using the data receiver. So at the moment this data receiver is set to lens quarry, and I'm going to put another receiver on this side and turn him around. No. Place him down like that. So that should be able to connect. So I've got to set up the sender first, but we should be able to pump in items without too much effort. I'm going to need a ton more chests. Seriously, like a ton. I wouldn't mind trying to use this system actually. I'm pretty sure there's a way of doing it where I can have the item router here, one of these units. But yeah, at the moment this is how I'm going to do it. These hoppers probably won't keep up, so I'll need to upgrade them. Perhaps put a bigger chest in, but I don't plan on pumping tons of power in over there, so it is going to take a long time. So at the moment I've got an advanced solar generator here, which I got as a reward from redoing one of the early quests. I'm going to use that to start with, and I may end up putting one of the flux points over there, which you can see I'm using here. I pulled out one of the reinforced furnaces from this chest and put the flux point on it, and it works really well. It's nice and quick, and you know, you don't have to run cables anywhere. This nice wireless power system, pretty awesome. Maybe a little OP, but you know, I'm loving it. It's great. Calculator's got some awesome little bits and pieces in it that really are helpful. I've put this on here. I don't know whether this works yet. I haven't tried it. I'm just testing things out. Wouldn't mind I don't really have anything on me to crush. Let's just grab something. Maybe a bit of ore. Plenty of ore in the system. Let's just grab a copper ore. Just to double check. I think it can do copper. I just want to see if it actually keeps the power in the system. Alright, it's running. It's very slow, but it's running, and no, power's not going down. That's pretty cool. Nice little power conversion as well. Yep, that's definitely working. So it looks like you can use it on at least the Industrial Craft Classic machines. Tech Reborn, or whatever it is called now. You can see here I placed another resonant energy cell, which I had again from another Crest Reward. It's got an input on the far side, so it's pumping out of that cell into this one, and this is an out, another flux plug, and I've named this one main out. So kind of using this to power everything. I was trying things out. It doesn't seem to work. The flux plugs don't seem to work on the crusher, but it did work here. So I'd like it if it could work on the crusher. Worst case, I guess I could probably put maybe a wooden pipe here with one of the plugs on top, and maybe that'd be enough to send power in, and then I could get rid of this big ugly overhead cable. I mean, this system here, we could muck around with a bit more practical logistics. But yeah, okay. Where was I? Let's buy that quarry. I now have the money. We can claim the Ender quarry. What's this one? Oh, I thought I claimed that one. I had too much junk in my inventory. As always. Now, I've now got the quarry. I've got the pump upgrade. You can't make the nodes. You can't make the transfer nodes. There's no recipe. I'm not sure whether practical logistics can do liquid. That'd be cool if it could. So I've just made some pipes for the moment. I'm hoping it'll work. I'm not 100% sure if it will. I may need to get a tank. Let's just take one with us. Yeah, see, I don't really want to end up with two liquids mixing in a tank. I don't know whether, I know you used to have issues if you did that. You'd end up with like stone and things like that. I've made a few drums, and I plan to just sort of pump into the drums, hoping for the best one at a time. So that's not the right one. Got this one. We'll run over. I mean, you can see my little platform there, just in the distance. I don't know. It's not sure if it's showing up. It should be showing up now. So I did sort of run over here. So, as I said, I'll leave Ollie's base intact for now, and the area I've set this quarry up for, again, will take a long time. But on the plus side of that, it should, one, drop some of the lag down a little. You can see I'm getting a little bit of a spike there. And two, give us a bunch of interesting resources to use. Storage is an issue, but we'll see how we go. So hopping up here, and I'll show you. I've got the marker here, and I went out to about here somewhere, around that area, and then up to about there, I think it is. So it's a fairly big chunk of land, but it encompasses a fair few bases. I will have to do, there's another base over here which I started breaking bits and pieces on, and as I zoomed out, there's something over here, and if you look all the way out here, the quarries are all the way over there. So I believe Dragon Breath is out here somewhere. I did find his base before the server shut down, but alright, let's get this thing going. Quarry. connected. Now I want to put the upgrade. I'm going to put it this side just to get it out of the way. I want to put the node on top maybe. Actually, I need more space. I've only got this. I didn't bring my cobble with me. Let's make a bit more of a platform. Ugly as sin, I know, but yeah, it's not meant to be pretty. This is just functional. Alright, so I need to get power into it. So I've just got a basic universal cable here. And I think I was actually not going to do this. I was going to do... Did I get it? Yes. I'm going to put a chest on top. As sort of a buffer. And let's put just a couple more of these out. I'm going to put this. Whack him here. Turn him around. Go around that side. And that should be powered. It's a fair bit of power too, actually. And that's running. And I'm not going to do any weld hole or any stuff like that, but that'll be now running at negative, what do we got? Negative 209.57, so it's started in this corner. I guess we might be able to 57. Oh no, hang on, maybe it hasn't. Oh no, it started negative 209. Oh, it started up here. It started over here. We'll go and check that out in a second. So yeah, we got power going. As I said, it's not too bad. It's going all right. So let's get these other bits and pieces hooked up. We want the node. I'll try and get all this stuff over this side because I think don't remember if I needed. Let's try something. Set home 3. Let's go over to the quarry and just double check my setup. No, doesn't need any other items. You can see I've put one of the solar panels here too. Quarry's going quite nicely. So yeah, I just need to hook it straight up. So let's go back to the other quarry. And we will just put this. Let's do this. Place this little doobie. Stuck on something. Oh, really? So where's the way? Like that. And we will call him Ender Quarry. Public, private, doesn't really matter. Alright, so that'll deal with the items that are coming in. Now all that's left is fluids. So again, a nice little messy setup. I'm going to put pipe. Oh, that'll be right. I'm going to need to put a tank on it. Darn. Alright, I'll maybe muck around with fluids a bit later because this is going to be a little bit difficult. I'm not sure whether it'll output directly to a drum. It'd be cool if it did. I might just leave that there for now and see if it outputs to this drum. If it does, excellent. And I'll be able to use this as like a header sort of thing to put like pipes on. so like this, and then run it maybe out this way, put some more blocks out, and then just have a drum for each type. So there might be some lava, there might be definitely be water. Might be some of that molten obsidian, which is the bane of my existence. And I'm not sure. Blood. I'm pretty sure there'll be some of the EvilCraft stuff. But yeah, the idea being come out this way a bit. A couple of tanks, so maybe here. A couple of drums, I should say. For each of the liquids. And we'll be able to hopefully pull out of there and pump into there. Alright, I'm just going to check something really quickly, because I've done a lot of cuts in this episode and I'm really not sure where I'm up to now. Okay, I think I'm pretty much up near the wrapping up point. I will work on this tank in between episodes, and hopefully we will get the let's just jump back home. Get that. My robot has gone missing, so I turned the system off. He'll be around somewhere. Supposedly he's meant to come back to base when I turn the system off, but yeah, maybe he's just left home. Decided, nope, I've had enough. Not doing your work for you anymore. Alright, so this one here we will change so it's set to Ender Quarry. And now it should be pushing items in as well, which means the cobble. Now obviously the other quarry's just gone through an iron, a tin deposit. So this one here, west, so I'm guessing east. North is out, west is in, east is in. There we go. So it's now pulling the items from that quarry into this system. Very cool. So it should be able to pull items from both sides into the system, and processing, etc., storage. I may end up putting a filter on the cobble, but that'll back up the chest then. So I might need to maybe do a... I do have a cache. Stuttering a bit here. I do have a cache back here. It's getting pretty full, so I'll need to upgrade that cache to the next step. So I'll do that in between episodes as well. And hopefully, if I leave it running for a bit, we might be able to bulldoze a few bases and get some frame rate back. Alright, thanks for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed the episode. Please leave your comments in the section below. Hit that like button if you haven't hit it already, if you like the episode, and subscribe, please. You'll be notified of all my videos, and I've got a fair few series running now. Alright. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. See yous.